Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inspire to Be Free. I'm your host, J.Bethea, and I thank you for tuning in today on this beautiful Monday. And it's just an awesome day to be alive and to be well. I am coming to you today from my blue room. You might not be able to see me. We're just doing audio today, but I am sitting in my blue room and feeling pretty good today. It is a Monday, and so a lot of people think Mondays are just whole drum. You got to start a new week, and I used to feel that way when I was younger, but as I gotten older, I realized that Mondays are a blessing actually, because it give you an opportunity to start a whole new day and give you an opportunity to start something fresh for the week and just begin your week with a good tone. So just a mindset of, we got a fresh start. So I hope that you're in that state today. I'm feeling like today is a fresh start. And so wanted to just give you a little devotional piece today. I sat this morning having my devotion. I was in 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 18 through 19. And it was talking about how God wants to be our God and how he wants to be, our everything. He desires for us to put away the unclean things. He wants us to not touch the unclean things, even though we are a part of this world, but we are not of this world. And so he wants us to put those things away. And then that way he can be our Father, we'll be his daughters, and we'll be his sons. And so, my question was, have you touched the unclean things? And sometimes we do touch the unclean things. And, if you're wondering what those are, it's a whole lot of them. And I can't name them all for the sake of time. But, just a few that came to me this morning were basically matters of the heart. Things that the heart would cause us to be unclean with. Envy and jealousy, bitterness, frustration and unforgiveness, and strife and covetousness, and just the things, the matters of the heart that will really cause us to be separated from Christ. And so wanted to share with you today that little piece, because as we're starting a new week, today is Monday, we're starting a new week. Let's begin the week with us not wanting to have anything separating us from Christ, not having anything separating us from his love, or even from just sitting in his lap and him being our Father. And so when you get a moment today as a devotional piece, maybe take some time to think about that. Has there been anything that you touched that's been unclean? We all can lose a few pounds. I have to speak for myself. I know I can lose a few pounds. So thinking about what I actually eat and what it is that I'm putting in my body, that can be an unclean thing. If anybody has vices of, drug abuse or alcohol, those are things that are unclean. Some of us may have sexual addictions or pornography addictions, and those are unclean things, and we have to put them aside if we want to commune with God and we want him to be our God. We have to be willing to put those aside. Now, he's not saying you can do it by yourself, because certainly his supernatural power and his ability goes far beyond our own. And so there may be times when we feel like we can't do something, but that is not true. That's just a lie from the enemy that wants to keep you bound and keep you struggling. But God's desire is for us to be free. And so with him, we can do all things through him, because he gives us strength to. And so just want to encourage you today, if whatever it is in your heart that you may be looking at, I'm looking at my own heart as well. I'm not just saying this for you all. I did my work this morning, and I do throughout the day. I take my devotions and I work on them throughout the day, making sure that my heart stays clean and pure. I'm not perfect. I may, do things from time to time, feel a certain way at time to time, but to capture those thoughts and capture those moments when they come, and to recognize them right away, and to be willing to ask God to take them away, and be willing to lay them aside. If you're angry, that's a vice that can cause you to be self-destructive. So take those vices and be willing to put them down. And as you're willing to put them down and let them go, then God will give you the strength to walk away every time. And so I just wanted to encourage you today, as you examine yourself and examine your heart, that you will be willing to lay aside the unclean things, so that you can commune with your Father and you can be a part of His wonderful kingdom. I thank you for being a part of this audio today. I know it's a little different than what we used to be doing. I just wanted to try something different, and just to see where it goes from here. So the next disciplined lifestyle moment will be coming up this week. I don't want to give it away just yet because today is Monday. But also wanted to encourage you in getting yourself organized and getting yourself scheduled throughout the week of things that you have to do. Understand we all have our things that we have to do, but we can no longer make excuses for what we can't do or for what we fail to do. And so I realized that as myself, that if I fail to plan, then I plan to fail. And so therefore we have to plan to prosper, and we have to plan to succeed. And with that, getting your schedules done, getting things organized, preparing yourself for the week, those are all crucial things to be successful in whatever you're doing, whether it's going to school or whether it's work, whether you're starting a business, whether you're starting something new, whatever it is, starting a hobby, planning to clean up your home, clean your car out, whatever it is, it takes time, it takes planning and scheduling to do those things, because we have all other things in life to do. So just wanted to encourage you with that today. Not a big or long video today. Just want to encourage you because today is Monday, and start off the week fresh. Start it off with a heart that is clean. Start off with a mindset that you're going to get organized. Start off with a mindset that you're going to get things put in its place so that you can be successful. And we could look at the weeks to come, the months to come, and see where we could do this and that, but just take it a week at a time, 1 week at a time. Start with this week. After this week, then you start next week, and you keep going, and before you know it, you'll be in a routine of organization, a routine of scheduling, a routine of a plan to succeed. Okay, so don't forget, if you don't plan, then you plan to fail. Okay, so I just want to encourage you to plan to succeed. Get things in order, and get your heart in order, get your house in order, and God will bless you in whatever it is that you do. I'm learning that as I go along, but I'm realizing that with every step that I take to get organized, to get scheduled, to get to keep my heart in the right place, to be a blessing to other people, the more that I do that, the more that God has been opening doors, and the more that He's been blessing. And I realize that those are keys that I have not been using in the past to help me to open doors for success. And so as I've been learning them, I've been wanting to share them with you. So God bless you today and throughout this week. I will come back to you again on Thursday. Thursday will be our actual video day. And so I wanted to just bless you today and start off the week with a bang. So God bless you. And I pray that this audio has blessed you. And if so, would you pass it on to someone else that it may encourage them and inspire them also to be free from whatever it is that may be holding them down. God bless you. You have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.